Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing the Inquisitor. Last episode, well, we just arrived in the Koenigstein, and I was last time I was admiring this rock, Lapis Regis. Well, obviously that makes sense because Koenigstein is well, it's Latin in Koenigstein, King Rock, or something like that. Anyways, I digress. Where am I going? I don't know. So I did a little tryout before I started recording. I made another game. I came here. Basically, this was one of the missions you got. It was a quick time event where you had to balance left, right, and basically quick time event with a few chests, and you had to get that wood over there. Nothing interesting. Then we had the... Wait, what was that? Why I saw it? No idea. Then we had the needle in the haystack. Unfortunately, we can't do it. 2020 hindsight, I probably could have recorded that, but I didn't. So basically, you come here, you spray. Then we realize we need to check this haystack. And we have a little information from the girl who was stealing apples in the last episode, and well, she guides us even if we haven't met her. So basically, what I did after her guide was took that magnifying glass and basically burned the haystack. So that worked. And indeed, the last one was a battle tutorial. Suddenly the perfect parry felt harder than what it was when I did it in the combat, but we will see how it goes. There is a locking mechanism. I'm not sure if it works as I hope so, because still the camera feels being bit off. Basically, you could be like, well, this is not a perfect place to show, but my camera was on side, and even some beams and whatnot came obstructing the view, so there's that. I more hope it would be in a better position, but we will see. There's a center camera and whatnot, so I'll have to try those. What else I noticed? We have these extras and collectibles. We found some. So market, we found 4. And I think they'll... Well, these are the places we are going to visit. Cathedral, Countess's Palace, Tavern, and Harbor. So I might at some point try and go and find those collectibles. Maybe make a totally bonus episode where I just try to find them between missions. And yes, it did save when I was outside from here, but I was trying to check how the autosave works. Is there a way to actually force it? I don't know. I'm fairly certain it will save after done mission or objective. I hope it's objective. But that's about what I know. That is a bit of a problem. I kind of wish we had at least one save, so where we can exit or something like that. And in recording purposes...
Christ who is vengeful, fill my heart with the desire for vengeance.
It's definitely not nice to have only one record. On one save, I mean. Because if something goes horribly wrong, then there you have it. But hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong. I changed the DLSS setting to balanced, so hopefully that little bit alleviates those stutters. I noticed it's basically when you go some area there might be a huge frame drop. I'm guessing something is loading at the background. I'm just trying to see if we can find any collectibles or whatnot. And there definitely is no map. But I don't think these areas are that huge. But they can be maze-like. Oh, I know where we are now. Let's not dilly-dally and move forward towards the place where we need to be. So definitely I'm intrigued about the story and the world. I think this might be the developer's first proper PC game. Or proper game, I mean. Okay, since a few springs back, thugs from the fish gang have roamed the streets of Koenigstein. They assault and steal from the locals and visitors alike. One of their hideouts is somewhere in the harbor. One could find it by following the stench of rotten fish. But no one in their right mind would set foot there. Not even the town guards. No, those almighty heroes interfere only when there's blood running through the streets. Anything less, and those sons of fish fart are free to do whatever. The ducks come out most eagerly whenever townspeople are most carefree. The upcoming celebration of Christ Triumphant will be perfect chance for them to relieve a few festive drunkards of their savings. Fish fart. A new collectible. Yeah, I probably do a one episode where I don't do any of those story missions and try to seek the areas and find the collectibles, because they do give us a lore information. But we will see.
The stench of rotten fish. Maybe it'll lead me to the gang's hideout.
It might, yes. Yeah, we are following it. And I kinda do that soonish, but I still want to take a little look-see around here, because I still need to know... Oh, there's a collectible. Well, we might find a few of these already. Order prepare the Guido von Herzen, mayor of the town of Koenigstein. Order prepare, yeah. County of origin, Kingdom of Poland. Quantity 30 flagons. Devil's Vintage is an exquisite beverage, both healthy and pleasant. The greatest consolation the human body can know. Amazing for both stomach and heart problems. Stimulates circulation and prolongs life. Warms both body and soul. Ever present at the tables of Polish nobility. Distilled from grains grazing the sun-warmed fields of Sadomierz. From a distillery practicing the art of extracting alcohol since 1405. Well, good vintage. Definitely a good vintage. So I might as well take a little look-see around the area, and if I find collectibles, I will find collectibles. So I get the lay of the land. So I was reading the description of the game. There apparently will be interrogations, and they might be quite brutal, so I imagine torture will be on the table. So this is definitely a darker game with darker atmosphere. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Again, people hanging around. Yeah, I don't... Well, in Harbor I get steady frames, so... There's that. So it might be per area. Wait, is that a body? No, that's a rock. I hope. It seemed like a body. Hello, good sir. Don't mind me. Oh, we're gonna go through here. So, was this a dead end? Yeah, basically, this is what I meant. That you can have these little things in front of your camera. The tutorial fight area had a few banners and beams hanging about, and they were obstructing the view a little bit. I'm just making excuses ready when I fail the battles. Okay. So yeah, I think it's a rock, not a dead body, although it does look like a dead body. What are you doing, sir? Are you doing anything? I'm from the Holy Church. I can do whatever I please. Oh. Right. Yeah, I know that. Oh, I can see a collectible over there. Nothing to buy, unfortunately. Is that a Spartan shield? I think it is. Well, we have these Greek statues here, so it makes sense. While wandering the port alleyways, you'll surely experience two things. The stench of rotten fish and ear-splitting noise of heated quarrels between those rascals, the Finkelstein brothers. Aaron, Jonas and Hans are wandering merchants. Whenever they set sail to attain some wares, the entire wharf is blissfully calm, so much so that even the rats seems to enjoy it. Many have wondered what is the source of the triplets' constant bickering, but no one's found an answer. But let's take another approach. Teasing is a sign of supreme brotherly love, not animosity, as one might think. The brothers don't hold any real grudge against one another. When faced with a real problem, they'll go to ends to the earth for one another. I would know that because I live closest to their store. I know them best, but it's pain, unfortunately. The constant fighting, the Finkelsteins disturbs peacefulness, so I so crave. Okay. I might have seen something. Yes. So you left a note here, okay? A shipment of 7 crates of fish to Hetzron is being prepared at the harbor warehouse. The plan is to seize at least 2 of them before they are loaded onto the ship. At high noon, Jorun will distract the guards at the gate so they won't notice anything suspicious around the warehouse. Rudy and Otmar will knock out the warehouse men. No daggers. It's to be clean and quiet job. I'll sell clothes on a boat. We'll swipe the crates before the cargo ship shows up. We'll plant some empty booze bottles on the warehouse men so that they get blame. They got drunk and lost 2 crates somewhere. That's their problem. By the boat, we'll quickly make it to the other side of the river, wait out the night in hiding, and return to our hideout with the loot next day. Just remember to paint picture of Redhead, Jorun and Otmar, cause those twerps can't read. Get rid of this note once everyone knows their role, and make sure nobody finds it. Well, that didn't happen. So yeah. So how many collectibles I do have? Wrong button. Harbor. So 3 are missing. They might be in the middle or somewhere there, but let's go back where we need to. So indeed, this is a harbor. Wait a minute. Okay, back. So. What do we have on there? We have the tavern. And cathedral that way, but... and wall. What was it about those... Yeah, Captain. The guys are from the Cardinal soldiers, so yeah. So apparently Cardinal is something we need to suspect a little bit. At least our character does, so that's how it goes. I saw something over there, so I'll go... Oh, that's what we already collected. Now I saw something. I'm sorry. We are looking for the collectibles. Did I take this already? I think I did. Yes, I did. Sorry. Yeah, that's maybe a little problem because it does show those collectibles still. It definitely gives me Witcher 1 vibes. Damn, these people are hanging. So... Oh, sorry. I got a bit stuck there.
Inquisitor.
Indeed. Enter Pandit's hideout. Is it there? Okay. Before we do that, because, well, I might check what's on this side. Ah, that's the door to the cathedral, I think. As I sit here, the third day on, the fish are hardly drawn. For me, little do they care. Took to hiding, I know not where. I'm bad at poems. Ideal is the spot, my friend once said. Not that I think myself misled. But when I said something is amiss here, I heard, it's your patience, I fear. And so I sit, bored and still, in a green-blue depths I'll stare I will. But as I'm with the fish fraying, with another my wife's playing. How do I know? Let me tell you. These waters conduct every tone, and so did reach my wife's moan. So I run back, run and home. I do not stray, nor do I roam. And as I slip in through the door, and I think the bastard's done for, I find my wife in bed, as one might, yet there's no one else in sight. But the truth was quick to surface, for his pants do him a disservice. My dear Helga, left by their louse, I will not have it in this house. Angered my sweetest darling, I return to fish snarling, and so I sit with my rod wet, though nothing will bite, oh I bet. A bad fisher and a bad lover, that's what I am, I'm now discover. Well, maybe you should try a hand in poetry. So, yes. And would that... Well, tavern and cathedral would be over there. Which we probably have to enter at some point. And hideout is over there. Which we passed already, I know. Can I get there from here, or do I need to go back? I'll probably need to go back. I'm starting to think I need to go back. But... well, that's something new, at least. A short story about how I lost my father. My old man, Jarl Heckman, was a kind-hearted man. He did, however, have a flaw one might even call an addiction. Namely, he loved whores. Whenever he had a penny to spare, he'd run straight to local whorehouse called Take Your Breath Away. A truly charming name. Said heaven of debauchery, I shall mention, enjoyed quite reputation and attracted enthusiasts of carnal pleasures from all over Koenigstein. A nearby mysterious bas-relief known among the locals as the Mouth of Infidelity has filled eyes of many customers with fright. Every single visitor had to pass by and face the gaze of the bearded man with the wide open mouth. Back then, I had no clue what the opening was for, but today it seems rather obvious. Legend has it that the mouth attests the honesty of men suspected of adultery. It is said a woman of the past often used it. Whenever a wife suspected her husband of infidelity, she dragged him before the relief and commanded him to put his manhood into the opening. If the man in question hadn't tainted himself with infidelity, he could be at ease. His cock wasn't going anywhere. But if he had indeed cheated on his lady, the mouth would rob him of his manhood with quick, painful slice. Until recently, no one believed such tales. There was no proof the mouth could really bite off a dick. The relief's magical properties seemed to but a measly story. One day, my ma found out about my father's infidelity. Pa pleaded that this was all a sham. So, weeping, she grabbed him by the collar and dragged him before the mouth of infidelity. Father couldn't care less. He didn't believe anything bad could happen. Neither did the mob of onlookers drawn by the grotesque spectacle. How utterly surprised everyone was when the truth played out to be before them. Okay. That's interesting. So basically, I think I'm missing one. So there's where we need to go. I might just take a little look-see around here. Although I don't know if the collectible can be inside the missionary. Okay, this is where we started. Well, let's go to the missionary. I'll find the last one at some point. Maybe even this episode. Maybe after the hideout, I'll go running around and see what's what. Okay. I guess I'm at the right place. Do I need to go up? I guess I need to go up. Will this end up in fight? I do not know. So we're definitely in brothel. That's my guess, at least. Right. What heresy is this? Now I'm starting to think maybe I'm in a wrong place. Oh, something blocked me there. I'm starting to think I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, I think I'm in the wrong place. Well, little sightseeing. Now we know it's here. Time to move, and he knows it. So let's go back. Near the harbor. And the way I was supposed to probably go. Oh, by the way, did I check this area? Oh, we can't do anything in here. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's where I need to go? I should have done that in the first place. Well, here we are, I think.
There's no lock. The door's been bolted from the inside.
Oh! Damn it. Yeah, that was one of the...
Spare me, sir. I beg you. I have children.
Of course you do. Who are... Yes, let's go with that.
Do you know who I am?
Inquisitor, the whole town's been talking about you.
And yet you decided to come after me.
A man can't say no to coin when he's got none to feed his children.
Interesting. Well, let's ask about the vampire first.
Have you heard anything about a vampire?
It's what the noble folk call us. The have-nots. They say we suck the town and its funds dry. But it's been years since anyone's heard of any actual vampires.
Right. And the employer, you probably don't tell me.
Who sent you after me?
A woman eyed us in the harbour. She wore an expensive Venetian mask, so I didn't see her face. But her voice seemed familiar. She was wearing white gloves and paid with silver.
Death must fall upon those who would raise their hands against service of God. I should kill you, but I will spare your life. Ooh. I was going to be an a-hole. I probably will be an a-hole at some point, but well, I'm gonna spare him. At least he was useful. Ah.
I should kill you, but I will spare your life. Should you meet the woman in the Venetian mask again, tell her that an Inquisitor is not easily frightened.
That raised... Good night. That definitely raises the question.
Strange coins.
Have we already met the person who hired those thugs? So let's see, journal entry, because mysterious woman in Venetian mask set a band of roughnecks after me. She was wearing white gloves. Curiously, the Lolas claimed her voice seemed familiar. So, yeah, there's a good possibility it's Liliana. Indeed. Wait a minute, how do I turn the... Oh. Okay. Liliana doesn't know anything about the Bloodsuckers. She only suggested that I inquire about the Frisky Mermaid Inn. The innkeeper is supposedly privy to all town's happening. The Lolas said that nobles have taken to calling the have-nots vampires, what with them sucking the funds from the town vault. Nope, wrong button again. Yes. So that inn is one. During the scuffle with the robbers, Liliana suffered a cut to her arm. I don't understand why she became so wroth over it. After all, it turned out to be but a scratch. It seems Liliana is service of the Carte. I'm curious as to her duties. Well, maybe because if she hired those thugs and they weren't supposed to do that. So yeah, basically right trigger turns the pages on the right side, left trigger on the left side. That will cause me few mishaps. And then the This is I found them on the Dark Hood attacked me near the market square. They look different than the coins used in the regular circulation. And the reverse has coat of arms with waves. And a smelling fish. And, well, back to this searching. In 2020 hindsight, I probably should have killed him, but it is what it is.
Poison.
Oh.
Bloody fools mixed their wine with sureskin. They must have mistaken it for something. Oh well. Serves them right. Just a shame they used it all.
Whoops.
They're dead.
Indeed they are. Well, poisoned.
My pouch for sureskin. I was right.
And what's this? A city map with underground entrances marked on it.
Could be useful.
Oh no.
There's nothing for me here.
The tunnels that were drilled under the town make for convenient shortcuts. Look for entrances on the map to make use of them. Oh, we do have a...
Time to look into the vampire case. I hope they've got good wine at the Frisky Mermaid.
Okay. Okay, Frisky Mermaid, yes. I found a map of the underground in the bandits' hideout. Maybe I should put it on the use. But how do I do that? Because I don't have map. So I'm guessing it might be a bit automatic, maybe? By the way, who's standing over there? Let's go see him. Are you the card captain?
Do you know a woman who wears a Venetian mask?
Oh no.
An expensive one.
Half of them wear such masks, Master. Each prattling on about how her mask is special, but they all look the same to me.
Okay, that really didn't help. So... Town guards claim that the Venetian masks have recently become fashionable. Many maidens wear them during the holiday mummers parade. Again, it might be Liliane after all. She is probably a bit known around here. Although we haven't met everybody, so that's of course a thing to... Tavern is right over there. Okay, before we do that, I'll pause it here a little bit. I'll go and check if I find I think their last collectible. So when I find it, of course, I'm gonna show it to you guys, but I might as well find it because we've found everything else. So be right back. Oh, I haven't found the collectible yet, but I guess these are the entrances. I'm not gonna use one now, but yeah, I'm guessing it's those. But anyways, I'll go back and try to find the last collectible. Be right back. I might have found where the last collectible is, hopefully. Yeah. So basically it's right over here, wherever here it is. Well, there's a boat. Probably the one where what we used to come here. I think that's the last one. Once upon a time, a group of knights gathered around the fire to indulge in the delightful taste of beer overflowing their thick tankards. One of them, Sir Roderick, got up and declared, "I'm sick of the beer. It's about time we have the most exquisite liquor known to man, the fiery water of the Kingdom of Poland." The other knights, no less brave nor thirsty, agreed at once. Sir Roderick grabbed the full jug of the clear liquid and poured it all of them. The very first swig made them realize that the liquor was far more potent than they had anticipated. "By Saint Adalbert's beard," Sir Walter exclaimed, "it burns like living fire." "Aye," Sir Henry agreed, "as if I were drinking liquid iron." Sir Roderick, however, the bravest and most foolish of the knights, took a deep draught from his tankard and declared, "No, my friends, it's the best liquor we have ever had. It's the fire that will give us strength in the most formidable battles. Could it be you're simply too weak to withstand that fire?" The night went on, and the knights kept drinking the fiery liquor, each hoping to impress the others with their bravado. When the sun rose, however, they found themselves in a lamentable state. Sir Walter was lying spread out on the ground, loudly snoring. Sir Henry was sleeping in a tree, opening his eyes every now and then, and confirmed he hadn't fallen down. And Sir Roderick, the bravest of the most foolish of them all, was attempting to murder a lost chicken with a broom. "I'm not afraid, you beast," he yelled at the top of his lungs. The moral of the story, my friends, is thus: even the most audacious of men stand no chance against police booze. Well, interesting story. And yeah, I think we have all the collectibles from here. So Harbor done, we have market, there's tavern, cathedral. I'll probably work same as I did now, but anyways, let's go to the tavern and I'll see you when I'm there. Well, on the door. Be right back. Here we are. Let's enter the tavern. Well, I guess we can't get to the tavern from here. At least I hope. Right. Collectibles. I'll go and check those while we are at it. Dear brother-in-law, I'm writing to you of an urgent matter. As I'm sure you recall, I told you about my fishing ambitions nearly a year ago. Fully glad am I to inform you that I have built the boat of which I spoke so much. The work took several months out of my life. I have worked my fingers to the very bone each and every evening. Countless splinters have dug their way into my hands. I seem to have forgotten a wee detail, however. Namely, how the hell do I move the finished boat from under the house? I must admit I did not expect it to be such a hassle, and help is nowhere to be found. The neighbors all but ridicule me. They've been calling me Master Sailor, King of the Waters, and Captain the entire week. My dearest brother-in-law, you are my only hope. Visit us in Koenigstein at your earliest convenience. Your sister will welcome you gladly, and I, by your helpful hand, could deal with the problem and finally set sail. With you on board, needless to say, I'll procure a bottle of the finest liquor, and no storm will ever stop us. Best regards, Albrecht. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea to build a boat inside a house or under a house. But I guess that works. Oh, I can't get there just yet. Well, I can get that. Maybe. Oh, it's on the other side, bloody hell. Can I get there from here? Okay, more different areas. There it is. All my misdeeds I promised to atone for. I took a shit in bygos made by that one cook. I hurled rock and shit at the blind. I stole coin from the traders at the market square. I never took my son fishing. I regularly cheated on my wife in the take your breath away whorehouse. I pissed on a homeless man sleeping in the gutter. I didn't pay my church tax. I drank the holy water in cathedral. I stole a sack of nuts from a monk. I vomited into my neighbor's well while drunk. I laughed at Albert at his boat. I assaulted a townswoman and stole her coin purse. I never been to a confession. I locked my mate in an outhouse. I didn't care for my parents' grave. I infected my wife with scabies. So much to atone for. I don't know if you can even atone most of those. Ah. Building was designed by honorary resident of Koenigstein. It was awaiting its grand opening. It was to serve as a pharmacy, as the good people of Koenigstein deserve one, especially in these difficult times with the cholera outbreak around the corner. Not to forget the booming whorehouse Take Your Breath Away, owing to which venereal diseases, including penile mycosis, so very common in our parts, are present under nearly every roof. Schwebus has its own pharmacy, and a proud resident of Koenigstein can't be inferior to any underclass hick from that detestable neighboring town. The design and construction oversight were to be entrusted to a local master, the best in his trade, Ottmar Berget. Everything seemed to be going according to a plan, until it wasn't. One day, a disturbing rumor spread through the town hall. The master mason Ottmar Berget reportedly abandoned the construction of the pharmacy to work on another better paid and more prestigious project, and so collapsed the reputation he had worked for over the past years. Well, that did go too well then. What's happening now? Learn the reason of commotion. Well, I shall. Hello there.
Did anything happen?
A harlot's been murdered. Gruesome sight.
Okay, this... Wait. Oh, it changed my place. Okay, that explains quite a lot. So I guess we find first body. By the way, where's the inn? Well, I'll wonder that later. Is the body somewhere over here? Well, I'm following the people. Yeah, I think it's right over here. Oh no, what happening with the frames? Might as well pray here for quickly.
Christ who is vengeful, fill my heart with the desire for vengeance.
Okay, let's go and see what's happening here. Yeah, I know.
What a stench. Must be from the outhouse.
Right.
Inquisitor.
Call the town guards.
We've already sent for them, Master.
What's everyone staring at?
Get out of here, scamp. It's not a sight for children. Give this to the owner of the Frisky Mermaid Inn. Tell him to prepare a room for me for the night. There's a silver angel in it for you if you do a good job. But if you rob me, I'll find you and burn you at the stake like a witch.
Okay. Bit overzealous. Okay, let's see what we can find. Reminds me of L.A. Noire. Examination is useful for finding additional information scattered around the crime scene or on an object of interest. To start examining, interact with the object of interest. After examination starts, control the camera with left and right stick. If something looks odd, it's probably worth examining. Look for oddities and Point the camera at them in order to observe and note the observation. Yeah, definitely like L.A. Noire. Okay.
Twisted ankle. The poor girl tried to run away.
Okay.
Scratched knees. They weren't the cause of death for sure.
Nails and thorns. Her kidneys were cut out.
Oh no.
Bruise on the face. Probably made by an aggressive client.
Could be a possibility. Anything on hands?
A piece of cloth. Could it belong to the murderer?
Again, there's a good possibility of that. Is there... Oh, okay, I can go around back.
A blunt force wound. It appears someone knocked her out first. Maybe someone saw something.
Okay, we got eavesdrop on the onlookers. How do I do that? I probably need to go and sit, I guess. So let's see how this works. Eavesdropping. Eavesdropping helps you gain information you need. To eavesdrop, find a suitable place and start listening. And the suitable place is here. To start eavesdropping, find a suitable target and focus your sights on it.
So, the bloodsuckers are still around, are they?
It can't be. Well, there's this one doctor. I heard there's none better at bloodletting. He'll put leeches on you to suck the disease right out. But he'll also drain your purse dry, the bloodsucker.
Well, that's not the bloodsucker I'm looking for. Okay, I can see something glinting over here.
Familiar face. Yes, it's Roxanne, a whore from Burgundy. I saw her around the inn. I even made use of her services a few times. She was good at her job.
Half the town's humped that one.
Okay, we got something in here.
I don't know. I'm not from around here. I arrived only yesterday for the fair.
Don't you know? Satan! It's his doing! He messes with people's heads.
The way I see it, you're all fucking suspects. You, me, all of them. Fuckers.
Okay. The controls are a bit floaty. I'm fairly certain it should be... Yeah. Like I said, bit floaty, sorry.
In town. A hermaphrodite, Aphrodite, something. She's got both a fanny and a prick. So you and your old lady can ride her together. They say lines are forming to see her. That's how eager to fuck she is.
Right. Find the man.
Well, I found out quite a lot.
Did I really?
Something stinks of piss here. Maybe someone was using the outhouse while the murder was being committed.
Maybe. So let's see the journal first. Yeah. Quite the man's thinking of urine. Someone has a strong urine stench about them, as if they pissed themselves or just left the outhouse. If they are answering nature's calls while the murder was being committed, they might have seen something. I should find this person and thoroughly question them. Sounds like a plan, yes. Oh. Murder victim. The onlookers claim the girl was a prostitute. All clues point to someone knocking her out prior to removing her kidneys. What purpose did it serve? Was it a part of some forbidden ritual? And stinks like hell. Outhouse nearby. Wait, what is that over there? This...
It seems to be a piece of a cane. There's no blood on it. I wonder, could it be related to the case?
Interesting. Well, that is truly interesting. I found a broken off piece of cane near the crime scene. There was no blood on it, so it was likely not related to the case. Well, maybe, maybe not. So I'll probably want to check. Well, the stench was leading me towards there. I see something. Oh, I'm stuck. Wrong side. Oh, the dog is their friend, I think.
It stinks like someone took a bath in manure.
Okay, nothing over there, I guess, then. I think we found him. Oh, please don't run. Please. Wow.
Don't hurt me, sir. I did nothing wrong.
Okay, so what did you run?
So why did you run?
Well, I can guess.
Get up! You're coming with me. And don't try to run, or you'll feel my sword. Hey, you there! Get over here!
Yes, master?
Where's Captain Bertram?
Interrogating guests at the inn.
Who's this bum? And how did he get his hands on a cardinal soldier's coat?
I hope we'll find that out soon enough. Watch him. I must have words with your commander.
I'm innocent, master. Shut your mouth, you filthy bastard! No one's asking your opinion.
Okay, go to the inn, which is a good plan, which I probably do soonish. But I'm kind of thinking, you know, that's horrible when I'm thinking, that I'll try to go and find the rest of the collectibles as much as I can. So I'll probably do it like so, that... Let's see. Where's the inn? Over there. So I'll try to avoid that as much as I can. If I get there, then we continue, but I'll go and check the rest of the area and try to find the collectibles. And once I find them, I'll of course show it to you guys. So, be right back. Okay, I think I managed to find at least one collectible. Let's go. Inquisitor Mordimer... Can't really make the text. Mordimer Koenigstein during the celebration of Christ's triumphant. He'll arrive by ship all the way from Hertson to investigate the case of vampire in our town. During that time, I'll expect you to be ready to assist in the investigation and to be extremely vigilant and impeccably disciplined. I expect order and peace. Madderdin's to be under the impression we're in control. He can't be distracted from his search for the misfit. And don't you dare irritate our guest. I'm sure you know the Inquisitors are tough son of bitches. You're to be at his command. If he wants to go to the market, you will politely show him the way. If he craves a cold beer, you'll show him to the inn. And if he wishes to see a spectacle, you effing smile and show him the ride to the damn puppet wagon. Lastly, an order solely to Bolo. Get rid of that mustache, you moron. You are to look as befit as town guard. With that look, you can scrub decks at best. When Madderdin shows up at the gate, your face is to be as smooth as our sweet Roxanne's ass. Yeah, unfortunately I can't really make out the top part, but because it's under the shadow, but yeah, it's our arrival. So I'll go and doing something? Wasting time, I see. Just lifting and lowering the bucket. Looking busy. Like this guy over here. Yeah, I'll be watching you. Anyways, I'll go and see if I can find the rest of the collectibles. Okay, found another. I guess. Oh, sorry, this is we already read this. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I got confused. But I think I know where one is, so we're right back. Okay, found another. It was a bit harder to get here. Because there's a... well, blockage over there, so I couldn't get through here. So I had to take a little detour. Day 1. The shipment officially leaves the harbor in a few days. An excellent chance to gather the team and snatch the bite from the Lord's plate. All I need to do is come up with an efficient plan. The boys can't even remember their last meal. A feast of fresh fish will restore a morale of our gang. Day 2. I started developing the plan. Sudden urge to visit the whorehouse kept distracting me, though. I blew every single coin I had. As I write these words, I am struggling to fall asleep. The back pain from the entire day of plowing is not helping. Well then, I'll just think of the plan to seize the fish transport before I rest the arms of Morpheus. Day 3. Still working on the plan. I hope I come up with something before the shipment leaves the harbor. I'm worried about my son. He's not too bright of a cutthroat. He's been trying to impress me with his thieving skills, but mostly to no avail. I feel like he'll get me in trouble one day. Day 4. The plan's ready. I explain everything to my son. He'll fill Redhead and the rest in on the details. Meanwhile, I went to everyone knows where to indulge in carnal pleasures. I need to relax my body and soul before the upcoming heist, after all. Day 5. The heist was a huge success. They had no chance to react. No one knew what hit them. They most likely found out by now, but we are already far, far away. We're roasting the stolen fish and drink outside the town walls. Life is good. Day 6. We're back in town. We were feasting all day long. The loot was truly plentiful. No idea what we're gonna do with the rest. We can't possibly eat all of them. They'll go bad pretty quick. No matter. We'll steal again if needed though. I must admit I'm pretty sick of fish by now. Day 7. The day after tomorrow, an Inquisitor visits the town. I'll bet he'll be carrying around a bag full of coin. The principal always makes sure they're properly gratified, after all. That's good news. I'll let him stumble upon my dagger. I'll gladly get rich. Okay. I was half expecting a trap, but no. So how many collectibles I do have? Tavern. I'm missing 2. So I'm gonna go and look for the missing 2. So, be right back. Okay, I'm starting to think that last collectibles are inside the tavern, which is a possibility. I've been everywhere else, so let's go inside the tavern and see what we can see. Let's pet the dog if we can. Please let me pet the dog.
Hello, friend. Waiting for your snot-nosed mistress.
Anyways, in we go. Yeah, there's definitely a collectible there, so... Ooh, garlic.
The innkeeper seems to be fond of garlic.
If he is scared about vampires, so that makes sense.
I hope that scamp's making arrangements for my room.
Could you eat a little quieter? Bygos was filthy like a dog, the cook's only good for the gallows. He'd make the executioner's day. Beheading this son of a whore will put him out of his misery and end the suffering of his innocent customers. Ludwig Albrecht. The food's disgusting but cheap. That means it's good. Thomas Burroughs. Rooms are clean and neat, nearly no rats or cockroaches. Jurand Spickler. Pork wasn't fresh, so I sent it right back. The innkeeper refused to return the coin though. Highly not recommended. Matthias Gessler. Excellent food. My stomach turned merely 3 times. Gundolf Wanker. Meals and chambers of the highest quality. I did not notice any misconduct. Medard. The Frisky Mermaid Inn is my regular destination when I visit Koenigstein for the annual celebration of Christ Triumphant. Affordable prices, comfortable clean chambers, and exquisite food. Jakob Zimmermann. Oh.
Where were you at that time?
Here, Carl can vouch for me. I was having a beer with him.
'Tis true. 'Tis true.
Captain!
Forgive me, Master, but I don't have time right now.
I know what happened. I saw the corpse. I came because I managed to detain a pauper who was behaving suspiciously near the crime scene. Your men are guarding him outside.
Off with you.
He was wiping blood from this dagger.
A strange blade. I've never seen any of its ilk.
Nor have I. That is why we must approach this case with due diligence. Especially because the murder bears the marks of a ritualistic killing.
Ritualistic?
The victim's kidneys were removed.
How horrid.
That's not all. The suspect was wearing a coat like those worn by the Cardinal's soldiers.
A pauper? How is that possible?
I assure you that a thorough interrogation will help us determine the facts. I would like to conduct it personally, preferably in a place that's meant for such purpose.
As you wish, Master. I shall lock the suspect in the dungeons.
One more thing, Captain. I came to the defense of a lady named Liliana today. We were assaulted by robbers in an alley.
The commander of His Eminence's soldiers informed me about the incident. He failed to mention Liliana, though. Odd. Residents of Koenigstein know the girl serves the Cardinal. They also know that His Eminence doesn't tolerate attacks on his people.
Attend to this pauper, Captain. I wish to talk to Master Madderdin in private.
Is something wrong with you?
It's just garlic. My stomach doesn't agree with it, and the innkeeper uses rather excessive amounts of it. Ooh. Luckily, the wine provides a measure of relief. Sit down, please.
Okay. So, what do you want to talk?
I would like to talk about the task that brought you here, Master. Do you really believe there's a vampire hiding in town? It's absurd. There hasn't been a vampire attack recorded around here for nearly a century. I would know if it were otherwise.
That is a good question, because so far we don't really know what are the indications that the vampire would be. I wouldn't have it been dispatched to Koenigstein without reason. Are you claiming that my superiors have made an error? Well, let's be polite. Okay.
I assure you that I wouldn't have been dispatched to Koenigstein if there weren't grounds for it.
Preposterous. I believe the Holy Office should look into a different matter. Strange events have been taking place here for some time now.
Meaning?
For years now, the town's been the setting for a dispute between the Cardinal, whom the have-nots hate, and the universally adored Countess Isabella. The harlot's murder may be a part of that conflict, as could be the assault on Liliana. I have my suspicions, but no concrete proof. I know that the Cardinal keeps his secrets in an office that only his monks can access. I've also managed to ascertain that there's a secret chamber at the Countess's palace. My spies were not able to infiltrate it, but you, Master, you just might. Should you accomplish it, the truth would be revealed.
What truth?
As I have already said, all I have are suspicions, but the inn is not a good place to talk about this. These walls have ears. I must leave town today, so let us meet at the City Hall in 2 days' time. By then, you'll have become acquainted with the case. If you decide I'm right, I'll introduce you to my Persian and tell you everything I've managed to find out so far.
Your Persian?
Yes, my Persian. The only one I trust. What say you, Master?
This is not why I came here. But all right. Perhaps we'll catch 2 birds with 1 stone.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Your station as Inquisitor should guarantee your safety, but proceed cautiously nonetheless. Just in case, I'll announce that you're helping the captain catch the harlot's killer. It will explain your interest in the case. See you in 2 days, Master Madderdin.
Nothing is an accident. If God put the mayor in my path, then he certainly had an important reason for it. Maybe that will lead me to the vampire.
Okay, so let's see the journal. The mayor suggested that her death could be related to feud between the cardinal and the countess. Well, that is interesting. It appears the murder weapon was a dagger. The pauper I found in the alley was wiping blood from it. I was right, I'd seen the blade in my vision. A figure in a red coat used it to murder the harlot. A very peculiar weapon. It looks very old. I wonder where it came from. The guard captain claimed that the dagger was strange. He had also never encountered such weapon before. Yes, we know that. So, everyone in Koenigstein knows that Liliana serves the cardinal. According to the guard captain, nobody in town would dare assault her, but somebody did. Okay. He appears to be kind-hearted fellow. Supposedly Carte upset his stomach. Interesting. According to the mayor, the Holy Office should look into the feud between Countess and Cardinal. It is because of them that strange things began happening in Koenigstein. He's been looking into the matter for a while, but didn't share any details with me. He only asked that I obtain my own read on the situation and visit him at the town hall in 2 days. He promised me he'd then introduce me to a mysterious Persian and tell me everything he's managed to discover so far. So, yeah, I'm gonna mix these bottles so many times. So yeah, interesting, he's upset by the garlic. Is he a vampire? Homeless pauper, there are many like him in every town, so we are probably going to torture him. The figure in the red coat killed the harlot. I saw it in a vision. However, I am not convinced at all that it was a pauper. The guard captain and his men were surprised to learn that the pauper was wearing a coat worn by the cardinal's soldiers. Well, one would be, because why would he have that? The mayor's mysterious associate, apparently only one Guido von Herzen trust. Ansgar von Niedrig. The guard captain claimed that His Eminence does not tolerate attacks on his subordinates. He is probably vindictive, like any pious Christian. He is hated by the have-nots, hard to blame them. While he wallows in his wealth, they struggle to make ends meet. The mayor is convinced that the cardinal has some dark secrets. They are supposedly hidden away somewhere inside his office. The mayor claims that the countess keeps her secrets in a hidden chamber at the palace. I would love to take a peek to find out what exactly he's talking about. The people of Koenigstein supposedly love the woman. I wonder why. So, people of Koenigstein love Isabella and hate Ansgar. Interesting. Woman in Venetian mask. Ooh. So Countess Isabella could be one who's... Well, we have two possible suspects for woman in Venetian mask. Countess Isabella or Liliana. Oh, by the way, do we have something else? It appears cold-hearted residents of Koenigstein do not have as much as a scrap of knowledge regarding the vampire. Nobody's seen or heard anything. The mayor claims that there hasn't been a vampire attack recorded in these parts for over 100 years. The lowlife said, that have-nots are the vampires. Okay, so go to the cathedral. I heard the tolling of the cathedral bells. It's time to go meet His Eminence. But before that, I'll check around. Let's talk to her.
Did you do as I asked?
Sure did. I'll be back in the morning to collect the silver angel you promised me.
I'm happy to have you under my roof, Master. The servant girl will get your room ready.
Okay, can I talk to you about vampires? Probably not. So what's happening here? Nothing really. So what's upstairs? Rooms, of course, but what else? What can we find from there? Maybe something useful. Well, you're not useful, aren't you? Okay. Is this my room? It might be. Ah, lovely paintings. But I do see something over the table, yes. Dear Mordimer Madderdin, the Bishop of Hedron received a disturbing letter concerning a vampire allegedly prowling the town of Koenigstein and its vicinity. Head there immediately and duly investigate the matter. Your ship sets off tonight. The captain of the town guard, a man named Bertram, will be waiting for you. Mayor Guido von Herzen will be made aware of your visit as well. I believe he will accommodate you with a proper hospitality and make your work possible. Worry not for the travel costs or other expenses. The Holy Office will cover all of it. It seems to be a routine matter. Once you find the misfit, do what you must. Then promptly return to Inquisitorium to complete the protocols. The Secretary of the Bishop of Hedron, Theobald Krankel. Okay. That was the last of the collectibles, I think. Wrong button. Yeah, I have Tavern and Arbor done. Market missing 2, Cathedral all, Countess plus all. So what I'm gonna do now is not end the episode. We are going to the Cathedral. Are you okay? I guess you are. Can we go even higher? Because I'm kind of curious to see if there's anything else. Of course, not collectibles, but maybe something else. No, we can't go there. And it's pitch black. Well, almost. So, what we are doing now is obviously going to the cathedral. We should be able to get there from here.
The first tolling of the bells. Time to go meet the Cardinal.
I know. Okay. Now we can interact with the door. I was thinking that I was on the wrong door, but fortunately I wasn't. So cathedral should be over there. I could go and pray a little bit. I don't know if I should pray all the altars or not. But let's pray a little bit. It's good for your soul. I hope. And got stuck in the basket. Reminds me of Jack the Ripper a little bit. Might be something from there. But oh, cow. Same to you. Right. Damn, they're hanging people left and right. So, if I'm correct, this should be the right place. Let's see what kind of cathedral we have here. How marvelous. If that's the cathedral, then that's huge. Right. Well, I might as well take that because it's right over there. The Kiss of Judas. The traitor points Christ out to the soldiers who take him before the Sanhedrin. Jesus before the Sanhedrin. Mendacious priests do not believe Christ to be the Son of God. They brand him as a blasphemer, accuses him of posing as a Jewish king, and submits him to Pilate's judgment. Pilate's judgment. The Roman governor commands Jesus to be scourged, then he covers him with the crowns of thorns, and pressured by the crowd, condemns him to death by crucifixion. Jesus, with a bloody boulum tied to his arms, led to distant Golgotha amid insults. Jesus falls the first time. Simon the Cyrene helps Jesus carry his patibulum. Jesus falls the second time. Veronica wipes the tormented face of Christ with her veil. Jesus falls the third time. Jesus conforms the lamenting maidens. Jesus is crucified. They all thought he was going to die, but he lifted his head high and angrily spoke, "Father, do not forgive them, for they know what they are doing." Descent from the cross, Jesus takes his bloody revenge on his tormentors, burning Jerusalem. They who stand against his will die in cleansing flames. The battle of invincible army of the faithful against Roman legions led by the apostles, the soldiers of Christ slaughter the legion of Tiberius. Jesus steps into Rome. The city welcomes Christ as a victor. The two glorious tribunes surrender power and authority to him. So that apparently happened in this world. Okay, let's pray.
Lord Father,
praise his bloody work.
It's
Offer
ominous.
praise and be grateful for the gifts you receive.
Okay. Jesus merchandise.
The hour of Vespers approaches. Attend Mass and celebrate our Lord.
And coffins, chairs, woodworks. So there's the cathedral, indeed. I'm trying to see if I see any important things. Probably not. Oh, but there's a collectible. Dear Malva, how is your life at the service of Countess Isabella? Tell me, please, would there be a place and shelter for your dear sister Ermina? Since my Alvin was executed due to his disputes with the Cardinal, my life has become an agony. I told him, don't confess when you're drunk. But he didn't listen. He insulted the majesty of the Cardinal, and so he was sentenced to death by beheading. The Cardinal hates the poor, and on that fateful day he was particularly out of sorts, which cost my dear spouse his head. If you don't help me, I will be forced to move to Swebus. I have a lover there. Ever since the day Alvin was beheaded, he's been pressing me to join him, but I still don't quite know what to do. Life by the cathedral walls is not the easiest. The Cardinal does his utmost to rid his neighborhood of the poor, courtesans and the blind. His soldiers seem quite allergic to plebeians and chase them away if any come to beg by the temple walls. And so I thought I should look for a new place for myself. I fervently hope that you can help me, dear Malva. Refer me to work in the kitchen of Countess Isabella. As you know, I am excellent cook, and I can prepare a fine meal out of anything. I do promise I will not be embarrassment. Best regards, your Ermina. What the hell is going on? Are you okay? I hope you're okay. Well, let's pray and enter the cathedral. More coffins.
Merciless Mary, grant me the gift of sternness that I may never mete out punishment in moderation.
Okay. Anyways. I guess this is the way we need to go. Indeed. Well, that is a huge cathedral. Ostentatious. Indeed. I'll look for the... Oh.
Odd.
You don't say. So is that a cemetery over there? I guess it is, by the looks of it. Yes, cemetery. So what did we get in the journal? I'd wager the priests that serve the Cardinal regularly feed him the more interesting morsels of information they hear in confession. He could tell me a lot. I just have to ask the right questions. If he's not worried about me, but he probably is. I had a strange vision near the graveyard. I saw the tombstone of one Johannes Reuchling. At least that was the name carved into it. I also heard two voices. A man's voice was chanting something in language I wasn't familiar with, and a woman's voice was begging for mercy. So, but before that, we are going to talk to the Cardinal, and I guess after that I will end the episode there. On next episode, I'll probably try to see the collectibles in the cathedral area and see where the missions lead us. There are places to go. I have a hunch that the Cardinal is not pleased that we are here. Because if he has a problem with the counters, he might think that we're here because of that. Oh. But let's be cordial.
Master Madderdin, I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, yep.
I serve at your pleasure, Your Eminence.
I see that you do not lack good manners and humility. They are praiseworthy virtues.
One must know one's place in line.
That is true. I received notice of your coming to Koenigstein. The Holy Office sent a letter. They spoke highly of you, and I see it was not idle praise.
I am but a simple Inquisitor, striving to execute the Lord's will.
Meek and modest. You surprise me, Master Madderdin. I heard about the unfortunate incident with the bandits. I'm pleased my soldiers arrived in time. I presume you will not suffer any more unpleasantness. But God helps those who help themselves. I venture you don't carry shearskin, or you would have used it.
After all, there is no better weapon for fighting in the town's narrow alleys. Please accept this as a gift, then.
You possess sureskin, Your Eminence. It was my belief that only Inquisitors were allowed to use it.
Well, not only, as you can see. It was the Pope himself who gifted it to me years ago. I don't have much of it, but I will share what little I have with my brother in faith.
Well, that is curious, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna repay this favor because, well, it's a gift anyways.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Let me introduce you to my friend Ingvar.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Master Inquisitor. I am Koenigstein's chief herbalist and medic. I am at your service, should you have need of me. For now, however, do satisfy the local custom and pick a card. We ask this of every person meeting His Eminence for the first time. It is our way of verifying that they don't bear us any ill will.
Is that
verifying? In what way exactly?
I know what you're thinking, Master Madderdin, but you are mistaken. It is not witchcraft. It is the deck of Saint Timerius, whose sepulchre can be found in the cathedral. I entrusted this artifact to the Venerable Ingvar. The cards reveal the truth about people. They're ordinary in appearance, but once a person reaches out for one, the image painted on it immediately changes to reveal their true nature. Try and see for yourself.
Well, as long as they're the cards of a saint.
Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Does it really matter which I pick? Probably not. Let's go 2.
Carte Blanche. Intriguing.
I must get back to the clinic. Until we meet again, Master Madderdin. Soon, I hope.
Damn beggars. Get rid of them. Let's go, Master Madderdin. I will show you around the cathedral.
The pleasant aroma of incense. How it differs from the stench of the street.
I brought it here from the Holy Land.
Let's start with the vampire. I might ask about the dagger just because. If I can.
Does Your Eminence know anything about the vampire hiding in town?
Regrettably, I cannot assist you in this matter. If I knew anything, I would have reported it to the Holy Office. I did hear the common folk in the harbor blabber about bloodsuckers, but I'm certain they were referring to the nobility. That is their name for us, isn't it?
Yes, maybe. So is that it? Probably it is. But I don't want to ask about the dagger at the moment, at least. I do not trust that guy at all. What a surprise. Okay. Reuchling or dagger? Reuchling or dagger? Reuchling.
Does the name Reuchling mean anything to you, Your Eminence? Johannes Reuchling?
Of course. He was the predecessor of our medic, the Venerable Ingvar. He died suddenly a year ago, so he couldn't have murdered the courtesan.
Why the stutter there? So? Hello? You there? Do I need to move somewhere?
I'm waiting, Master Inquisitor.
Of what? That is the question. I probably need to talk to you, but there's no choices here. Come on. Hello. Yes, I need to talk to him. But okay, this is a bit of problematic. Can I...
Master Mordimer, come here, please.
I will. Please could you work, Cardinal? Hello. Well, this is awkward. Do I need to reload?
Master Inquisitor, we were supposed to talk.
Yeah, I know. But you're not letting me to talk. And anything I press doesn't do anything. Well, buttons do nothing.
Let us continue, Master Madderdin.
Okay. Well, this is really awkward. Do I really need to reload?
Let us not waste time, Master Madderdin. Duties await.
Okay. Bump. No. You're not talking to me, aren't you? What the hell? So you're not talking to me at all? You're back. Okay, second try. I'm back here with the Cardinal. I did everything similar way, so hopefully he works now. Oh, okay, that worked. I'll go with the dagger.
Has your eminence ever laid eyes on a dagger such as this? It was found at the scene of the crime.
Sadly, I have not. But I will gladly take it and ascertain its origin.
Oh.
I am sorry, Your Eminence, but I cannot give it to you. It is the murder weapon that could have been used to perform a forbidden ritual. I will need it during my investigation.
So you basically, I had to reload the game. I was just arriving to the cathedral, so I had to choose the card again and meet. I did everything similarly, so... Well, let's go with the Countess.
There's much talk in town about the Countess. It was my impression that the common folk adore her. I heard rumors that Your Eminence has been in conflict with her.
Isabella has been working to undermine my authority for many years. It wouldn't surprise me at all to learn that she was behind the harlot's murder. You should look into her dealings, Master Madderdin. I know that Isabella has an interest in strange items, such as the dagger you found at the crime scene. Who knows? Maybe she uses them to perform pagan rites. You said yourself that the murder was ritualistic.
Well, that would be awfully convenient, Cardinal, now would it? Okay, about the red coat.
A harlot was murdered today near the Frisky Mermaid Inn. The manner in which the deed was done is reminiscent of a ritual, which is why the mayor asked for my help in capturing the perpetrator. A witness saw a suspicious person in a red coat, like those worn by Your Eminence's soldiers.
If you are suggesting that one of my men did it, you are mistaken. They're good Christians. I am convinced of their innocence. The harlot must have gotten on someone's bad side, likely a competitor whom she'd been poaching customers from. They, too, like to don themselves in crimson. defiling the cardinalitial colors.
Again, quite convenient. So is that it? Basically, I've asked everything we can. Are we done here?
Let us continue, Master Madderdin.
No, please, not again. Moo. I'm guessing I need to do everything again. Oh no. Please work. Yeah, bit buggy. And this is the reason why I would, well, I would have a few saves. Because
let us not waste time, Master Madderdin. Duties await.
So I can ask everything from him, and we get the same answers. I'll try to deal with this. I don't record again because those questions are the same, so I'll deal with the questions as fast as I can. And hopefully we can continue from this point when we next meet. So I'll try again. Be right back.
To avail myself of the library's resources. Sometimes the matters that come to light in the course of an investigation merit a thorough analysis.
Naturally. I shall instruct the monks to give you access to anything you need. Will you stay for Mass, Master?
I'll go with the we Inquisitors prefer.
Apologies, Your Eminence, but we Inquisitors prefer to pray in silence and solitude. It is how God allows us to see the truth.
Yes, I heard about that. We simple clergymen should learn that from you. Where then do you plan on praying today?
Let's see. Any place will do because I don't want to tell him where I'm going to next.
Every place is a good place to pray, Your Eminence.
I won't keep you from your duties then, Master.
Well, that was a bothersome. I somehow think it's connected to locations where I need to be with the Cardinal, and if I somehow am not in the right position or something like that, it doesn't work. So third time's the charm. Hopefully we don't have any bigger problems. But that is for the next episode. So next episode, let's see what we first learn. We need to go... The Cardinal is convinced his soldiers are innocent. I'm not. He believes the murder was the doing of a rival harlot. Maybe he's right. The pauper I stopped in the alley swore he hadn't killed anyone. Is it possible he was telling the truth? Maybe he found the coat and the dagger. I must get around to interrogating him. I reckon his stay in the dungeons has made him more pliable by now. Yeah, let's hope that. Red Goat. The Cardinal became agitated when I mentioned the Red Goat to him. He was adamant that none of his soldiers would commit such a heinous crime. Well, of course he would say that. The Cardinal said that the Countess constantly undermines his authority. It was obvious he had no sympathy for her and even went so far as to suggest that I should keep a close eye on her. He then added that Isabella has an interest in old artifacts, which he believes might be used to perform pagan rituals. Well, that is too convenient. You know he's interested on old artifacts, and we have an old dagger, and yeah, too convenient, I say. His Eminence's appearance and demeanor are that of every other church hierarch. He enjoys luxury and keeps his true thoughts to himself. I received a hearty welcome from him, but to show me my place, he immediately offered his cardinal's ring for me to kiss. Yeah, he did. Oh. The cardinal seemed surprised when I asked him about Johannes Reuchling. He said that Reuchling was Ingvar's predecessor. Shortly after, he added that Reuchling could not have killed the harlot, seeing as he died a year ago. Ingvar is Koenigstein's chief herbalist and medic. He seems to be an old friend of the cardinal's. He spent a lot of time with Reuchling, who was his teacher. After Reuchling's death, he took over as Koenigstein medic. The cardinal believes that the harlot had been killed by a rival. Well, that's an interesting point. I had the impression that the dagger aroused the cardinal's interest. His Eminence claimed that he's never seen a blade of its ilk, but he studied with it undisguised curiosity. He even offered to take the weapon from me and check where and when it had been made. According to legend, this deck was used by Saint Temerius to outplay death. Its scars are said to reveal a person's true nature. When a card is drawn, an image will appear on its back, reflecting true contents of one's soul. I drew card Blanche. I don't interpret any stock into it, whatever it means. The rings were finally crafted. They certainly hold tremendous value. The cardinal likes showing them off. I once saw him take them off in the cathedral and place them in special palm-shaped stands. That might be important later, maybe not. So, let's see what the journal says now. Guard Captain Bertram greeted me in the harbour. He told me that the fair in celebration of Christ's Triumph was being held in town. That was my first stop. From there, events took rather unexpected course. I was robbed, befriended Amelia, a snoop of an orphan, and caught the eye of beautiful lass named Liliana. The vampire didn't grace me with an appearance. The mayor even had the gall to poke fun at the purpose of my visit. However, the look I gave him put a swift end to that, and our conversation shifted to the feud between Countess and the Cardinal. I had a feeling that it wouldn't be long before I found myself in the middle of it. You're in it already? At Traveling Merchant's Eyewitness Execution, Roland purchased a mask and costume that once belonged to the Merry Executioner from Tiandon. Seeing those items stirred some bad memories. As if that wasn't enough, robbers assaulted Liliana and me while I was walking the lass home. Finally, a dead prostitute was discovered near the inn. The fact that her innards had been cut out suggested a ritualistic killing. Was there a cult operating in a Koenigstein? Luckily, I managed to find a suspect and the murder weapon, which turned out to be a strange-looking dagger. So, next episode, I'll probably try to find the collectibles in the cathedral area. We start with that, and then we go interrogating people, which probably is painful. Not for me, but probably for the pauper. And we start to investigate what's happening here and hope we don't come across any bugs. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.